I'm Dr. Amanda, and for this episode of our Healthy Athlete video series, I'd like to talk about stretching and foam rolling. Many of the most common injuries that we see with athletes in our practice have to do with overuse injuries of the extremities. So again, extremities are non-spinal joints, so shoulders, elbows, hips, knees, and ankles. A big part of keeping these joints healthy is actually the status of the muscles that surround those joints. So if muscles that are connecting to the knee joint, for example, are tight, they can be pulling on that joint, affecting the motion with every single step that you take. So making sure that our muscles are loose and working the way they should be is super important. A couple great ways that we help with those things are with stretching and foam rolling. So let's go through a couple different stretches that are great for the lower body. The first stretch I'd like to go through is for your hip flexors, so right in the front here of the anterior hip. This is important because the hip flexors are going to help to keep the pelvis, the lower back, and the hips in alignment. So a great stretch for the hip flexor, if you turn to the side here, is this lunge position. Really make sure when you're doing this stretch that you're tucking your pelvis, tuck your butt underneath you, and then think about pushing straight down into that lunge. You should feel the stretch through the side of your hip here, kind of right in the front. If you're not feeling enough of a stretch with this, you can also bring your arm up and over the side. That'll get up a little bit higher into that hip. I recommend doing that on both sides. Hold for about 20 to 30 seconds. And another one of my favorite stretches for the lower body, especially for runners, is the IT band stretch. So the IT band is running from your hip and all the way down to your knee. That can become tight again with running, squatting, lots of different activities, so it's super important to keep that a little bit looser as well. A great stretch for that, standing, you can lean against a wall here. So I'm going to cross my foot over my other foot, and then you're going to lean that hip in towards the wall here. You want to be able to feel this stretch kind of all the way along the outside of your leg there. Again, hold for about 20 to 30 seconds with that stretch, and then repeat that on the other side as well. So both of those stretches, kind of my favorites for the lower body. Again, great just to help keep those muscles feeling loose. I like to do them especially after a workout, but before and after is great as well. So the other thing that I want to talk about is foam rolling. This is a foam roller here. Foam rolling is really great for muscle tension. What the purpose of it is to do is that it helps to kind of shear the muscle and the fascia underneath. So by doing that shearing motion, it's really breaking up any soft tissue adhesions, any scar tissue that's in the muscles, and it's just helping to relieve inflammation, and again, just helps with recovery, especially if used after a workout. So we just did a stretch for the IT band, so I'll show you an example of how to do foam rolling for that IT band as well. So you're going to come down on the floor like this, get onto your side on the foam roller, and what you want to do, we want to roll from your hip all the way down to your knee, because that's where that is attaching. You can put your foot in front of you. That takes a little bit of weight off of it, or you can put it right to the side like this. A lot of people will try to roll just the whole area at one time. It's a little bit easier on your body and a little bit better for the muscles if you find a spot that's tight and shear back and forth on that spot for a few seconds. You can work your way down the leg doing that sort of pattern, and then when you're done, just come on back up. When you first start foam rolling, it will be a little bit painful, but the more often you do it, the better those muscles are going to be, and it's going to be less painful as well. So what we went through today, those are both some great stretches and great foam rolling techniques, but keep in mind that there's many other stretches and foam rolling protocols for other different areas of the body, different joints. So make sure you ask your chiropractor what types of stretches or what type of foam rolling would be best for you and how we can help. Tune in next week to get some more great information in our Healthy Athlete video series. And as always, thanks for watching.